What is going on, friends? Formula Drift and grid life at Road Atlanta was insanity. It all went down. We had so much fun, so much to talk about. Let's get to it. So heading into Atlanta, I was so pumped to get back behind the wheel of my Formula Drift Mustang RTR. I have not driven it since Irwindale, and if I'm completely honest, it hadn't been touched since Irwindale other than motor coming out and checked out. So it needed a full prep. The team was thrashing. Long Beach, we were very calm and collected and easy, but up until the last minute, it was a thrash. Not only because we had 3 cars to bring to Formula Drift, but we had to bring my man T-Pain's brand new Mustang RTR Spec 5D Vert out and let him do his first test in it, unveil it. That went amazing. You know, that was our first day out in Atlanta. I jumped in my car first, tested it out, felt great. The weather wasn't great. I didn't do a ton of laps. I just wanted to feel the car, make sure that there was no surprises that were gonna happen, and basically shook it down. It felt good. And then we moved on to my man T-Pain rolling up. By the way, I love that he showed up in a Koenigsegg to pick up his RTR. Classy, my bro, classy. And we know which one's better, but you know, we don't have to tell the people. But Payne, we surprised him, unveiled the car, and he was blown away. You know, he told me, he's like, man, I thought I knew what I was getting, but after seeing this and the passion and detail that the team put into it, he was just fully blown away. You know, carbon fibre. Yeah, carbon fibre.
Hollow. Those are all just.
That is
Just damn hollow.
free dick.
Is that an umbrella in there? Oh my goodness.
Right out here.
His clothes, whack. His shoes, whack. Oh, yeah, excuse me.
Be aware of your surroundings, Hunter.
Thank you.
Look at this.
We're not gonna.
It's like turned gold leafing, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
That's all hand turned.
Did you hear it?
That's not even the exhaust. That's the crazy part.
Oh, right here, dude. The exhaust is a diffuser, bro. That's insane.
Oh my gosh. Inspiration for when we build the RTR supercar, bud.
Congratulations, everyone. You're all poor.
What's up, peasants?
I was thinking I was rich because my friend has it.
Yo, what?
This is your Mustang RTR Spec 5D, the one and only convertible ever on the planet. Full carbon body. I don't know if you can see through it. There might be a little element here that you recognize.
Yo,
I don't know if you know what that map looks like.
that's a map of Tallahassee. That's a map of Tallahassee in the car. That's a map of Tallahassee. Oh my God.
We had to add a little extra here because once we got the car done, it was flat. We had to give you the speedster humps.
Look
Full
at
custom one-off speedster humps.
Yeah, what's in the hood?
Inside the humps, we have our fluids. We got some water. And then if this all comes up, there's a package tray and your radiators back here. So you can see the vents here. This is all functional. This pulls all the air into the radiator in the back to get you that perfect weight balance. The front, don't quote me, but it's like 50.5% in the front. The rest of the map is in the back.
You got radiator scoops.
Oh my God.
Hurt is heavy. I also want to just point this out to you. I just want how much passion my guys put in this car. I don't even have carbon fiber catches on mine.
This is
Okay?
This is ridiculous.
Just come over here for a second and feel.
I just want to, yeah, because I wanted to do that. That was.
Everyone else ready to walk in? So, this is a Ford Performance Illuminator, 5 liter. Very capable of 950, 1,000. Whipple supercharged. As you can see how clean the lines are, all beautiful top level motorsports. Wiring, all mil spec, all the wham bam jam paint. It is making right now just over 700 at the tire. Plenty of power. There's more when you need it, but this is what is the safe. Drive the rev limiter, have fun, enjoy it, and then if we got to put on kill mode in the future, it's just a couple knobs. Watch your head, bud. There's a cage up there.
Let me tell you.
And this guy too, this little point. Don't let that catch you.
Oh
Think about it.
Oh!
All right.
Sorry.
Make sure she's in neutral. You got the Tremec. She a little cold.
That scared the shit out of me. I'm sorry, everybody. I just don't do that. So, come on. What was the conversation behind it? What were y'all trying to do? Like, what is going
We're
on?
trying to give you whatever you need in the future, my man. It's all right here.
How's that feel?
It feels great. This is the most car I have.
He asked Ben to drive the car first. Payne is so funny. He always pumps up his nervousness and then he just gets in and shreds. And I watch him do this all the time. And remember, friends, nervous and excited are the same feeling and emotion. So just switch it. You're not nervous, you're just excited. Anyway, Ben drove him first in the car, and then Payne hopped in and jumped in it and drove it like he's been driving it forever. Seriously. The dude is a wheelman. He hopped right in it and ripped. Hey, John. Man, you know what? It seems like Payne trusts you.
A little bit.
Almost maybe more than himself right now.
A little bit.
I told him, I was like, Master, I almost pooped my pants a little bit when he looked at me. I was like, all right, I'll be here.
Oh my God. What?
So if you want to, we'll go draw a little layout on the inside instead of using the banks right now.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do that.
Oh my God, it makes me so nervous. Oh my God, bro.
Thank you.
Woo!
Thank you, darling.
Woo! Damn, that was crazy, bro.
A couple little things that we need to sort out you know, new car stuff, just simple little things. So that's why it's back at the lab right now. We're getting ready for Hyperfest. So we're gonna do some stuff, increase some of the ducting for the cooling, a couple little programming with the keypad and stuff. But other than that, the car performed pretty flawless. We did have a brake caliper lock up on us driving it at grid life, and it might or might not have melted an aero disc, but we can talk about that another time. Excuse this commercial break, friends, but it's a very important announcement. I have to show you this sweet ass new House of Drift Ford collab shirt that we just did with Ford. The back representing Irwindale, House of Drift, my OG Mustang, and just something I'm super pumped that we just did. Boom, front, back, there's the car. Look at this, look at this. Official licensed product. So this will be available, should be available right now actually at rtrvehicles.com. Go check it out. We're dropping some pretty dope collab stuff we're doing with Ford, and we're gonna keep that coming. So anyway, back to your regular programming. One of the other reasons I love Atlanta, family comes out, friends come out, my parents. Gunner boy, what you got, bud? Who made that pizza? Oh, Jason, look at this. Look at this, my guy. So check out this camper he made. So here's my good friend Jason.
This is my pizza.
Nice, bud.
Want to see me take a bite?
Yeah, let's see, taste test. So I'll show you. So Jason owns a RTR Bronco. One of our first.
This is how good my pizza was.
How good was it, bud? 10 stars?
They're awesome.
Oh my gosh. So he built this dope trailer. This is lovely wife Marcy. Got the pizza cooker. Look at this thing. So sick. Shower. We doing it. Got the Nappy Boy squad camping out with us. Yeah. About to go suit up, get ready for seating battle against Daigo. And then whoever else comes along. Let's get it. Heading into practice. Testing was on Wednesday. First practice and seating was Thursday. I went out for practice. They changed the course a little bit. Basically, if you think about it like how Atlanta used to be, where you had to be tight on everything, they created some space on the inner clips. They moved the outer zones, and they put a touch and go this year. So changed it a bit, but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too much of an adjustment, I should say. And I went out and practiced, and I just felt absolutely amazing. However, we had this intermittent issue that when like I would do a bunch of clutch work, whether it was, you know, kind of waiting for somebody or on entry, using the handbrake a ton and using the clutch, that there would be a delay before my clutch would engage, and it would basically feel like I went to neutral and stop all drift. And so I got about 4 laps of practice and had the team start working on that in the first session. Found an issue with the master cylinder, or what we perceived to be an issue with the master, and changed that, went out to practice, and it seemed like everything was awesome. Moving into seating battles against Daigo, I was feeling dialed. I mean, I was literally driving Atlanta like I've been driving it every day since Irwindale. I mean, just hitting my marks, fast, big angle, just loving driving this Mustang. And when it came time to battle Daigo, I had a great chase with him. He made quite a few mistakes. His car is pretty twitchy. He almost blew off course in turn 1, and I made it all work. And then when it was my turn to lead, I went in, entered hard, and sure enough, that clutch challenge came back, and it took us out of seating. And I was so gutted. I told the guys, I think I'm just gonna cry right now because I was so gutted. You know, we had a mechanical issue last year in Atlanta, and this one, you know, I know the team did everything they could to give me an amazing car, and it was amazing. We had this issue, and it went nowhere, just to the rev limiter. Clutch did not disengage. I put it in third, I put it in fourth, I put it in third. Clutch finally came out and went.
We did not find an issue, and because of that, we said we're we're going to put everything new. Try to alleviate any potentials that we didn't find or see. Give our boy the best equipment that we can.
I'm feeling pretty good, bud. Feeling pretty good. We're gonna have this thing ready to party. Hopefully we have a banger between both of our boys.
Despite running the specs of the clutch that both the other cars had, we were overthrowing the pedal just a little bit, and it seems like there was no smoking gun, but once we reduced the pedal throw prior to comp day on Saturday, it did fix the problem. So just something stupid, and that stupid thing caught us out and forced us to battle James Dean in the top 32 for the second year in a row. So going into that battle, I mean, first and foremost, me and James were both gutted Thursday night when we learned that we were battling each other. It was like, are you kidding me? You know, it just like one of us was going home. There was some smack talking, but it was like really tough for me once again. You know, team owner hat, I want James to win another championship. Vaughn, the competitor and the man that I am, is showing up to whoop James Dean's ass, period, exclamation point. So it was a tough night, and Friday was a tough day, but about midday, I'm just like, well, there's no option here. Like, we're, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, team orders, and we don't do that around here. If you want to win a championship and you got to battle me, you got to battle me. That's just what it's going to be. So the decision was to go and throw down, and that's exactly what I did. Out in practice, we confirmed the car was 100% with the changes and adjustment we made to the hydraulics and the clutch. And next thing you know, I'm up on the line with James Dean. It was wet during practice, and the sky opened and dried just so that James and I could have the best battle we ever have had. And that's what it was. We both threw down. He gave me a beautiful lead run, hit all his marks, and I was just right there, door to door, putting the pressure on with him. And then on my lead run, I defaulted to my OG Atlanta line. I think I just closed my eyes, stood on the throttle, and just steered around the track because I was a little bit tight on interclip one, was not as deep as I should have been in the touch and go, and comparatively, James won on the lead. I feel like my chase had a little bit better proximity than him. I actually, in some moments, had a little bit more angle, but James is just precision. And he hit every single mark, and a lot of people are like, oh, it should have went one more time. Well, I agree it should have went one more time, only because I wanted to do it again. But from a judging standpoint, they made the right call, and James got the best of me. But I'm going to go ahead and humble brag and say that we had the best run of the weekend. And maybe that's because it was dry, or maybe just because there was, you know, close to 3,000 horsepower of Mustangs and two halfway decent drivers behind the wheel of them on track at the same time. You be the judge.
Yeah, that was fucking fun. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my man. You are unbelievable, brother. Yeah, unbelievable. You gave me such a beautiful lead.
Yeah, I tried to like...
You gave me such a beautiful lead.
I was patient with it and just picked up all the balls. I was the best lead of it all weekend.
Yeah, I was a little...
You were going fast.
Yeah, I picked up interclip, but I always go fast.
Yeah.
I just love that feeling in Atlanta.
Yeah, of course.
But I messed up interclip, and then touch and go. My eyes. It's like such a default.
I know. Go down.
I don't look up. I know I picked up inner two like perfect.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, got that, and I look down the hill like, shit, touch and go.
I was sick.
Well, I'm happy that it went out like that.
I know, and it was.
I'm get to hang out with my family and watch you win tonight, buddy.
I was doing my best.
I know you will.
Thank you for an awesome battle.
Oh yeah.
That's definitely the best battle we ever had.
Ever.
Yeah, ever.
Always something coming.
Yeah.
You know, before that battle, I told James, I'm like, look, bud, I win no matter what here, because if I win, I win. If you win, I still win. But if you win, you better win-win. You know what I'm saying? That's what I told him. And sure enough, the man delivered. I went out, changed, went and had a great halftime with the fans. Always loved the Atlanta crowd. I mean, we had a massive crowd hanging out despite the rain. You guys are amazing. I love you all. You know, I've seen families grow up over the last 22 years I've been in Atlanta. So it's a vibe for sure. Step back one sec to that though, to speak about Ben. Ben was absolutely on fire. I mean, I loved watching him at practice. Was watching his videos, and then his battle with Simon. Definitely interesting call there. Certainly was a massive decel going into outer 3. I feel like Ben really had no choice. It was just a textbook, one of those mistakes where a driver's about to miss a zone, pulls the handbrake to back the car up, and Ben just really had nowhere to go doing his job being a committed chase car. And so it was really unfortunate. And, we actually are putting an appeal for that to FD for them to re-review it, because I feel like, they missed something or they didn't have all the video evidence, because to me it's pretty free and clear that it was Simon's, Simon's challenge. But, and Simon even came over and apologized to Ben for pulling the handbrake and, for 30%-ish of the zone. And so, the judges have a tough job, and, it's like always an anticipating thing, and they've done a good job of trying to make some of this stuff black and white. But so we'll see, see what the result of that is. At least we have to try to see if they'll, reconsider and look at it through the new appeal process. But really, really proud of Ben. I mean, he is just looking unbelievable in the Mustang, and it's just a matter of time. And frankly, these learning experiences are really what create greatness, because you can't tell people these things. You have to learn them on your own. And so, that's what I was talking to Ben about, because he was pretty bummed. And I'm like, look, man, okay, Simon did that. What can we learn for next time? And, I hate to say it, but Formula Drift in any competitive sport is playing the game. This is a conversation I had to have with Chelsea, a couple years in, where it's like, we as drifters want to be on the door, inside your car. I mean, because it's so fun. Like that inch of proximity, when you're right there, it's just like this feeling of like, oh, it's what we all do it for. But when you have a situation where, frankly, Ben crushed Simon on the lead, Simon was straight, couldn't catch up. I mean, it wasn't even a question who had a really good advantage. And so Ben could have been a little bit more conservative. And so it was a great opportunity for him and his spotter to learn a little bit better communication, and for Ben to kind of start to sink into like, hey, I'm here playing a game to win, not door my bro at a fun event. And that's the difference. You door the bro at the fun event in the finals, but not in the top 32 if you don't have to. So, while I don't believe it was a great call, it was a great learning experience. And in the end, bigger picture, that's better for Ben in this moment. So it was time to watch. So I went and hung out with my family for a little bit while Top 16 introduction was going on. I read my younger son 2 books, and my wife and him laid down, and then my older son Gunnar and I went and watched some Formula D. And it did not disappoint, despite the rain. The drivers were throwing down. In fact, there's some of the best wet driving I've ever seen. Even you Cali boys showed up. So good job. I see y'all been practicing out there. It was fun to witness. Going down into the finals, Frederick and James, holy crap, I did not want to be a judge. First battle, clearly one more time. Second battle was very, very close. And I'm really glad the judges nitpicked, because they really wanted you to run the bro line as a lead driver this weekend, and James did it consistently. Osbo had a couple spots where he pinched him off. I think had Osbo had a little bit cleaner lead run, he'd have took it home, but the judges were consistent and called that. And then on the final run, James took it. It was still very close, but James had more angle, hit all his marks, and Osbo, had his kind of light angle, keeping proximity. And I don't know if that's Osbo's style or his car, but that kind of happens a lot. But anyway, we got the win. And so I was absolutely pumped. I told James he better win if he's going to win against me, and he won. So it worked. And I also went after the event. I was like, man, because I'm sitting here thinking to myself, and I told James this. He was the better man to take it in the wet. First of all, he's a phenomenal driver in the wet, but the patience that it takes, I don't think anyone understands what it's like to drive that track in those conditions. And the way that him and Osbo were going back and forth and trading paint during transitions, and the precision and proximity and the focus that it took to do that, I wouldn't have had the patience in that night to do that. I drift to be standing on throttle and going ham and feeling 1,500 horsepower, not pedaling in third gear with no nitrous. So It wouldn't have been as fun. I wouldn't have had the patience, and James was certainly the better man to get the win, and it made better sense for him. So, as always, the world is looking out for us. And so we got the win. James is now currently tied for points in the lead. It's only second round, so who's counting? But it feels good. It definitely felt good after the close battle in Long Beach. James made a little mistake and got to redeem himself. So I know he's feeling good about that. So yeah, so that was Atlanta. I had an absolute blast. It was Mother's Day Sunday, so we did a little Mother's Day brunch with my mom and my wife, which was awesome. And also, it wasn't necessarily a Mother's Day present, but while I was there, I bought a brand new 2025 Expedition for our new family truckster and surprised my wife with it, which was really cool. Ben's dad, Joey's dealership, had the perfect spec in stock. He delivered to the track.
Mom, look how close the back is.
Wow. Whoa.
Record me, record me.
Yeah, gave it to her there, which is really cool. Which, by the way, the new 2025 Expeditions, super sick. Like, you sit in it, and it's like a freaking futuristic interface, unique steering wheel. It's got touchpad on the steering wheel. So, like, instead of, like, buttons for everything, you just touchpad it around. Yeah, that, I believe, is a wrap up on Atlanta. Really proud how it went. Huge thanks to our team. It's not easy running 3 cars and also unveiling a first ever car that's never been built before, and our first time doing it in many ways a first. The powertrain's a first. The way that the cooling is a first. Convertible is a first. And so they made magic, and despite being tired, they were able to find the heart, the passion, and get the rest needed to bring home a win back to the lab. So hope you all enjoyed that, friends. And we will see you at the next one. Whoa!